Jack Bradley graduated from Lorain High School with the class of 1967. One special memory that Jack has of Lorain High was that he helped to set up a seniors versus faculty basketball game near the end of his senior year. The stands were filled as they did battle with coaches and teachers. He believes that that's how lasting friendships between students and faculty were made. Also in high school, he was vice president of his senior class. He was voted most sincere and participated in student council, various clubs and organizations with the school, along with intramural sports. Following graduation, Jack earned an associate's degree from Lorain County Community College, a bachelor's degree from Case Western Reserve, and a Juris Doctor degree from Cleveland State University. He ultimately utilized these degrees throughout the years as a fourth grade teacher at Emerson Elementary School and practicing law in Lorain for 43 years and currently as the mayor of Lorain. Some of Jack's honors and achievements include Soldier of the Year for the 112th Engineering Battalion, nominated for Soldier of the Year for the state of Ohio, approved by the Ohio Supreme Court as a representative of the Lorain County Bar Association, welcomed President Joe Biden, the first serving president to visit our city, to Lorain, and was one of 5 mayors invited to speak at the National Brownfield Conference in Oklahoma City. Jack was invited to the White House to participate with 9 other Ohio mayors regarding the impact of the Biden-Harris administration in our city. Jack and his wife Deborah have been married for 51 years. They have 1 daughter, Jacqueline, and the apple of his eye, his granddaughter, Roma. Jacqueline was inducted into the Distinguished Alumni Hall of Fame in 2018. So Jack is now joining her. Please welcome Jack Bradley to the Lorain Alumni Association Hall of Fame.
I took this picture when I was, before my senior year. I remember that summer, and it was really humid that day, and man, I had to work really hard to keep my hair down, you know, but I'm still proud of that picture. In any event, I want to thank the committee for this very special honor. I want to thank all my family and friends who came here today to help me accept this honor. My friend Marla Hart is here. She's been my friend since high school, and she's become family. And my daughter calls her aunt, and my granddaughter calls her aunt, and she was a special part of me being at Lorain High School. And Marla is probably one of the strongest supporters of Lorain High School. I had to make sure I got her a brick when Lorain High School was torn down, because that's how much she's dedicated to Lorain High School. And so I want to thank her for her friendship. I know my parents, Sam and Fran Bradley, are very proud of me as they look down from heaven, and they instilled in me some of the things that have guided me throughout my life. But someone asked me the question. They said, so how the heck did you become a distinguished graduate? And I said, you know, I think the thing you need to do is surround yourself with distinguished graduates. So when I was in first grade, I met John Costin, and I knew how to make paper airplanes. And so I taught John how to make a paper airplane. And from that time on, we became best friends. And I ended up working at his family business, which was a dry cleaners, and his parents became like my second parents. And we attended college together, and we made a pact with each other. His goal was to be a doctor, and my goal was to be a lawyer, and we both achieved our goals. When I finished law school, I was hired by Lee Colson in his law firm. And Lee taught me how to practice law and to be careful of malpractice. I still use Lee's tickler system today to make sure that I don't miss a filing date or important dates for my clients. At some point, I met Tony Giardini and George Corey, and they had this crazy idea to buy the old Smith and Gerhardt's building in downtown Lorain. I mean, at that time, downtown Lorain was like a ghost town. But they convinced me that it was a good investment and that we should do something for our city. I like to think that we were the original catalyst in the redevelopment of the Broadway that we have today. When I was practicing law, I reconnected with Sam Felton, who was a classmate of mine in high school. You don't really meet too many heroes in your life, but Sam was one of them. He not only was an inspiration to me, but he continues to inspire others, not only in our community, but throughout the veterans community. He made me believe that you can always do better, and that giving back is what life is all about. My wife ran a travel agency in Lorain for many years, and through that agency we met and traveled with Marie Bonaminio and her husband Clem. She taught me that you can be a successful business person, but never forget to give back to your community, because that community is what made it all possible. I named our first pollinator garden in the city of Lorain in her honor. As a practicing attorney, I always respected both Judge Tom Elwell and Judge Sherry Glass, first as attorneys and now as judges. They have inspired me as a public servant to always remember that the citizens we represent are more important, and that egos and personal agendas should be left at the door, and that public service is the highest service you can give to your community. Anthony Richardson actually worked in my law office for a while. He has distinguished himself in all of his endeavors. He has shown me that you can always conquer adversity, and that hard work really does pay off. Henry Patterson is now in my old law office. The very first day I was the mayor, we had a planning commission meeting. And believe me, I had no idea what I was doing. Well, luckily, I had Henry sitting next to me, and he would whisper me advice, and he'd give me a nudge when I wasn't following the correct procedures. That's what having a distinguished graduate next to you means. I only had one daughter, and I wanted her to be inspired by the best. So I took her to Chicago when she was 8 or 9 years old to see Paula Scrofano perform the lead role in Evita. I knew my daughter had potential, but I wanted her to see the queen of stage in Chicago. We waited at the stage door, and Paula came out and inspired my daughter to always pursue her dreams. So that brings me to my daughter, Jacqueline. Since her birth, she has inspired me and allowed me to experience her dream of being a performer and also a music therapist. I guess if you live with a distinguished graduate, it helps in getting this award today. Finally, I need to give credit to my wife of 51 years, Deborah. She has encouraged me every day and has always held me in my highest. She gives me inspiration every day and is there for me when I'm down. I mean, when I became the mayor, every week I'd come home and said, "Hey, Debbie, I'm quitting. I can't take this." And she kept me focused and helped me not to quit. So without her patience and understanding, I would not be here today. If anyone deserves this honor, it's her. So again, I want to thank all of you for being here, and I hope I can continue to deserve what this award stands for. Thank you very much.